Hey everybody, Mattsquatch here, out in the woods. It's about 6,000 feet. We got some snow in the middle of nowhere in the San Jacinto mountain range. Hope everybody had a good Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is you celebrate. Want to wish everybody Happy New Year. New Year is always a time of rebirth, starting over, embracing the things that you did, that you liked, and embracing who you are. And then the things you didn't like or the bad things that happened to you, time to put them behind you, which is what I'm looking forward to. One of my big goals last year, I don't really make resolutions, I make goals, was to grow the channel, and the channel's grown quite a bit. It's pretty much a full-time job now, all day long with comments and emails, and once a week I'm on somebody's podcast. Sends emails all the time to be on their podcast, and I usually always say yes. It's hard though, because the wife's got to watch the baby, and it's usually at night, and a lot of these guys are on the East Coast and I'm on the West Coast and trying to sync up time. But yeah, I like doing them. I like having conversations. I like getting into things. I like getting out of the Bigfoot bubble too. I mean, of course I love talking about Bigfoot and answering questions and talking about whatever they want to too, but I like talking about other things and joking around and having a good time. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good new year. We're at 15,000 subscribers, like I said. I didn't think it was going to get this big this fast. Channel's making some money, which is good. I mean, not nearly as much as I would be making working half as much for somebody privately, but it's nice to know that you're making some money, and every month it's making a little more and getting busier and busier. And this is at 15,000 subscribers. I can't even imagine some of those channels that have like 100,000 subscribers or like 1 million subscribers. I guess that's why they got like a whole staff and a studio at that point and can afford to pay those guys. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. I've been kind of scaled back lately, doing 2 videos a week, doing a couple podcast experiences, but I got some family things going on. I've had some health issues, and I'm trying to keep myself healthy and get better, which I am. And because when you're healthy, you can't take care of other people unless you're taking care of yourself too. You know, you can pretty much run yourself into the grave trying to take care of everybody else. So you got to exercise, you got to eat right, you got to get some sleep, not drink so much. You know, eventually you kind of got to grow up and realize you're not 22 anymore. So that's kind of cool. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so New Year's, I think goals this year is to stay healthy. I'd like to do some more talks. Talking in person is great. I love giving actual presentations when I can talk for an hour and a half and get into some slides and really explain some things and really get into minutia, answer questions, have a conversation more than just lecture people. So I'd like to give some more talks. Hopefully I'll make it to a Bigfoot conference or 2. I'd like to go to maybe 1 or 2 conferences, and maybe I'll even try to go to like a Alien Con, which is going to be in San Diego, I believe, in June or July or something. And I'd love to do a little filming, talk to some people, and maybe do that as kind of like a news coverage thing. And then maybe go to 1 or 2 others as a guest speaking engagement. It's a lot of time and money. You usually get paid a little bit of money. It's called an honorarium, but by the time you factor in your labor and everything else, you're either breaking even barely or it's costing you money to do these talks. But I feel for growth of the channel, getting the information out there, getting the name out there, meeting the people, and just it's a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely want to do more guest speaking. If anybody ever wants me for a guest speaking job, just email me at Mattsquatch And that brings me to my next thing, my emails. If you've emailed me and I haven't gotten back to you and it's been 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks, I'm sorry. I'm slowly getting back to people. I'm kind of filtering them. People send me a lot of random pictures of the woods and say, what kind of Bigfoot is this? And I'm like, I don't even see a Bigfoot. So I have to kind of weed through them. I get people that send me links all the time. I got one article that, hey, check out this cool Bigfoot article. It was in Russian. I do not speak Russian. So yeah. And I didn't want to spend the time to Google Translate or any of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, send me stuff and have it be somewhat pertinent and focused, because when you're getting 10 to 15 emails a day, some of them really long and thought out, some of them rambling, and you're shifting through probably 300 or 400 comments a week. So that's what, 50, 60 comments a day. It's obviously more when I first put out a video, and there's some really rude ones too that I gotta weed through and you know, just get the hate. If someone disagrees with me in a respectful way, but if they're just calling me an idiot, or what I really don't like is somebody else commenting an idiot. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some videos, a little bit different this week. They're gonna be Bigfoot related, but I'm gonna talk a lot about some of the lore and histories and some of the drama and some of the lies and some of the things that I believe about Bigfoot and some of the things that I believe about what common footage and common pictures are going on out there. So that's one video I've been working on for a while. Also, one other question I wanted to address is, it's come up a couple times a week. People ask me this all the time, is do I think the increase in Bigfoot and dogman sightings and other cryptid sightings and hauntings are some kind of a sign of something bigger, or a sign of the end times? There's a lot of people, something biblical, people want to go there. And I would say the short answer is no. I don't think the times are going to end. I think the earth is very old, and I think it's been here way longer than we were, and then it'll probably be here way longer than after us. So as far as humankind coming to an end, it could be an asteroid at any moment. But as far as something biblical with you know, Bigfoot or Dogman and these other cryptids being demons, I do think there is an increase in this activity. What's causing it? Are people just more familiar? There are more cell phone cameras. There's just more people than there's ever been before, and I think we're pushing ourselves out and wanting to get away. And I think even 20 years ago, the average person getting out into the woods for a hike, if they saw something, probably wouldn't say much. But with the internet and researching, and you know, you saw something that was like a 7 or 8 foot tall ape upright walking in North America in the snow, or a 7 or 8 foot tall walking dog creature 30 years ago, you wouldn't know what to even call it. A lot of people weren't even aware of Bigfoot. Now it's just a Google search away. It's on people's minds. It's in their vernacular. And I think people are a little bit more willing to report. So I think that has more to do with it than anything big. But as Bigfoot and Dogman numbers, I think they might be increasing. I think they do benefit a lot from humans as far as our farming and livestock and predation and eating our pets and eating our garbage, and maybe some of these creatures feeding off our fear. And, you know, like some demons, they get strength the more you talk about them, and the more things you talk about them, and the more scared of them you are, you give these creatures more strength. So maybe that has something to do with it as well. Or maybe they're just wild animals that happen to do really well and are very adaptable. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm in the snow. There's a few footprints here. Mostly people, some dogs, coyotes, rabbits. A little off track, I know, but I love the snow. It's turning into the Sierra cement. I ate shit twice walking over here because there's a road, and the roads are worse. The blacktops, they just get super icy. But over here, it's a little fluffier, so I can actually dig in. Being a Southern Californian, I am not prepared for this. It is like 38, 40 degrees, and I am cold. Yes, I'm wearing a dorky hat, I know. And these aren't my normal sunglasses, I know. This is what the glasses I had in the car and hat I threw on out the door. But yeah, as a Southern Californian who spends most of the year in flip-flops and shorts, snow is a very foreign thing to me. I know in Russia 40 degrees or 38 degrees is like bikini weather, but to me this is freezing. So yeah, but anyway, I always love fresh snow to go look for tracks, look for sign. You can get out here sometimes when the wind dies down and it's so quiet. Something about the snow and the crisp air makes sounds travel really well, and it's just cool. It's just kind of neat to get up, and it's, you know, when you're from Southern California, this, you know, like snow's a novelty. When you live in it or spend a lot of time in it, which I spent some time in the snow and more than a day or two, and it's just a big pain. It's like, I'm sure a lot of people out there are like buried right now and it's below freezing, and snow is just, you know, it's just an everyday thing, like an everyday annoyance. Like when you live in Phoenix and it's 120 or 115 a lot. I mean, it's kind of the opposite way, I guess. But anyway, I'm rambling again. So I just wanted to say, everybody, have a safe New Year's. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. I don't want to sound too Jerry Springer there. We need to stay positive. There's a lot of negativity on the internet, and there's a lot of trolls out there, and it's a lot of... The internet is great because it's open source ideas. It's very free. You can share what you want to share. You can be who you want to be. You can look up what you want to look up. Nothing's off limits, really. But it's also bad because you can say whatever you want. If you're a petty individual, you can be really petty online. You can be a jackass, and there's no accountability. It's one thing to look a guy in the face and call him a liar or an idiot or a cheat. It's another thing to do it from some made-up name with some avatar picture and leave a comment on someone's video, especially somebody who spent a lot of time on a video and has a well-thought-out plan and is really talking about points and really putting it all together, and you just go in there and throw up some comment. But that's the internet. That's part of the internet, you know, and we just gotta kind of accept it and look past it and stay positive and share ideas and support people, even if there's people we disagree with. And there's plenty of other researchers, quote unquote researchers, and plenty of other enthusiasts and people who are into Bigfoot that I do not necessarily agree with, or I think some of their work I'm not completely convinced of, but I still have a baseline of respect for them. I still want them to be good people. I still want them to be successful. I still want them to share information, because even somebody I don't like, or I don't like their work in the Bigfoot world or paranormal world in general, if they're getting new people to understand more and get into this subject and to discover the truth and keep an open mind, then they're still doing good. It's not black and white. I mean, bad people can do good things and good people can do bad things. And I think we have to just focus on the good and try to put the hate and the badness aside, take care of ourselves, stay positive. So that's pretty much my New Year's message to you folks. Consider this your winter New Year's 2019 channel update, and take care of yourselves out there. Oh yes, I am armed out here. Always go armed. Don't be a victim. Scratch, claw, yell, fight. Don't be a victim. Take care of yourself. God bless you.